Attitude Era Podcast. We are live in the building. Y'all know what it is. I am King HP, otherwise known as Mr. Sippable, and I have Game Time Gamage, only Gamage, the greatest interviewer in podcast wrestling. He got the last interview with Sid. He's been on the scene with some of your favorite stars. But tonight,
Yeah.
we got to talk about how you feeling about Raw, what you thinking about, what are your thoughts overall.
Tonight, I thought Raw was meh at best. Granted,
Yeah.
I do think it had a really good match with Io and Roxanne. I think that was match of the night.
Okay. Okay. I definitely agree with you. I definitely think it was mid. I think there's a couple of reasons. One, you're pushing towards Clash in Paris, so you're not about to just extend yourself. WWE, I mean, they got the cards in the deck. They could do a lot of cards. They could do 10 match cards. They could do 5 match cards. Clearly, Triple H has already been said. The 5 match format is ideal, and I think the show was just okay at best. I think it was just okay at best, man. No glitz, no glamour, nothing crazy. The EO match was dope. I like that we got some Dom and El Americano Grande. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, yeah. Mike McCullough, what up? I see you in the chat, big dog. Click in the building. Y'all know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen no horse. I ain't never seen no. I ain't seen no green horseman. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, what up? What up? What up? You know what I'm saying? Hey, the boys tapped out. It's all good. I get it. Um, I do. Seth Rollins, Clash in Paris has announced it, or the general manager has announced it for the Clash in Paris. Main event: Seth Rollins will defend the World Heavyweight Championship against CM Punk, LA Knight. Main event: Jey Uso. Give me your first thoughts, bro. What's the first thing that comes to your mind hearing that news?
The first two things that popped into my mind when it was announced: one, no Roman; two, Jay-Z in the pin.
You think Jay-Z in the pin?
I think Jay-Z in the pin.
Whoo. Okay. Um, I seen the internet on fire with the same type of thing. I thought everyone thought it was Roman. I guess that's a fan made poster with Roman's face in the Clash of Paris. That they've been seeing circle the internet.
It may
Um,
have been, but it's not the first time WWE has put stars on a poster that they weren't going to be on.
right. That yeah, but yeah, I guess that put a lot of hope to it. Also, when you see the thing they've been leading, like WWF has been WWF, WWE has been leading us down a path. What up, Vinny? What up? What up? What up? I think that we're gonna get Roman Reigns in a main event because of the thing with Bronson Reed and Mike McCullough took he was ahead of me. Mike McCullough, see, this is why he's a click member because he think similarly. Um, I thought he was gonna be in a main event. Now that doesn't mean Roman won't be on the card because the tribal thief versus the tribal chief is still a thing, and this will help get Bronson Reed to the main event status because again Bronson Reed was on his way before his injury. Taking Seth Rollins out of action. He had the Monster vs. Monster with Braun Strowman match. He was starting to, he got into War Games and then he got injured. Right. So if they do decide to go Bronson Reed versus Roman Reigns, um, I don't think that's really bad. However, I think there still needs to be some work done to get that, and I think we may get it in the coming weeks, and it'll be fine. Damn, I thought Roman was going in that fatal 4-way. Damn, I thought we was gonna see him get his hands on Punk. Maybe a new rivalry with LA Knight because LA Knight really, he ain't got no beef with him.
Right.
Dog, Vinny, that Steiner math is crazy because Braun was cooking early in the show.
You
You
know
know,
what? That was the
uh,
line of the night.
yeah, yeah. Last week it belonged to Becky Lynch. This
Yeah.
week, this week it belongs to Braun Breaker, and no disappointment there, brother. Braun showing his ass. You're 47. You're 40. You're 100 years old combined. It's crazy. It's crazy. But that also puts in perspective CM Punk, man. I mean, yeah, he won a World Heavyweight Championship. Cool. I was very happy for those 5 minutes. Franklin, what up? What up? What up? Um, I think there's no title reigns left for Punk. Even though I could see him doing it, I don't think WWE is gonna do it. When you look at him, Randy, they did put one on John Cena clearly, but I don't think these older gentlemen are gonna get too many more world title cracks.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think that's another thing too. And also if going back to this tag match, not tag match, but the Fatal Four Way, right? That still leaves Braun available for whomever at Clash in Paris, right? So if you do Bronson Reed versus Roman, we get Roman on the card. Roman's in a non-title match, so he's a little preoccupied. Roman's going for that World Heavyweight Championship, and I'm gonna tell you why. They need to elevate that belt. For years, we called it openly admitting it was the second. It's like the second place belt.
Yeah.
Then when you had Crown Jewel, your primary WWE Undisputed Champion beat him, Gunther, Cody Rhodes. They had their match. Gunther lost. The World Heavyweight Champion should have won. That would have made it look so he would have said I'm the best, and it would have looked more official because he beat the WWE Undisputed Champion. Um, but I think Roman needs to go for that belt. Because it's. Do you think they give Roman another title run, or do you think we're done seeing Roman Reigns with world titles, world heavyweight championships, or WWE undisputed?
He no, they're gonna give him another title run. I just don't think because I said it last year when he had lost it. I don't think he's getting the belt no time soon. But I think that doesn't happen until either end of the year or maybe next year because he's had the belt for nearly 4 years. You got to have him like stay away from that for a bit.
I hope you're wrong, but I can see your point. But I hope you're wrong because after that long reign, I already felt like a little bit has passed. You know what I'm saying? Like Roman has not been involved with the world title since he came back in at SummerSlam last year. He really hasn't been vocal about like he's been more vocal about getting his Ulafala back than he ever was about that championship. And that was what made him. The Ulafala didn't make him. They could have did the tribal chief without an Ulafala. It wouldn't have hurt the storyline whatsoever. But Roman Reigns without a title is not the same tribal chief. You
It's
see what I'm
not.
saying? So like I definitely think that there's a Roman needs to hurry up and go for a title. He needs a belt on him.
But it
And
also doesn't help that he has a part time schedule, so he's barely there. So I think that also plays a factor in making it feel like it's been longer than it already has been since he's been champion.
Dennis Legendary, what's good? What's good? Salute to Dennis. Check out his channel. He just hosted Summer 30s, uh wrestling bars, uh Twitter Spaces battle, super fire. Check out his YouTube so you can see the drops as they come out, as they get released. Super fire. And don't forget Wednesday Night Wars, August 27th. It'll be our very own Z the Dropout taking on Dennis Legendary, aka Moose. You know what I'm saying? Right here on the Attitude Era podcast, Wednesday Night Wars. It's going down. Um, I do think with Roman, man, like he didn't show up tonight, and you're right with his part-time schedule. He is booked to do Street Fighter. I get it, and you're right. But god damn, bro, they I get sad. I low key get sad because at least if Roman's in the title picture and he gets screwed, I'm happy because you're acknowledging and Roman's acknowledging I need help or I need to do something else. Now I get it. They're showing us a tribal chief with no tribe. They're showing us a tribal chief with no title, a tribal chief with no wise man. This is his journey and story. However, he is not there enough like he was during his tribal chief run as champion to make us care enough. Like we care because we just want to see him. But as far as storylines, we almost don't give a shit what he does. You know what I'm saying? Like no one's mad. Like a year ago, if you like, oh, it's gonna be Roman Reigns and Bronson Reed, you're like, why? What? Who cares? Why are you putting him in? Now, not saying Bronson Reed is a bad candidate because he's definitely been going like this, which is great. That's what you want your stars to do. But I think we just want to see Roman. Like we just want to see him kick ass, take names, and he's a little bit of an. He's starting to become an underdog, bro.
I think that's done by design because they've made him look so dominant for all this time. You have to dumb him down to look like he's gone through trials to get back to being number one.
Mm, okay, I'll rock with that. Um,
So I mean, you yourself, you said it best. The chase is better than the run sometimes.
yeah, you ain't lying. I think you might be right in that factor. I think maybe I'm looking at it too harshly because again, Roman was the guy. Roman was your Hulk Hogan of the '80s, your Stone Cold of the '90s. He was like people like to throw John Cena in that mix. No, not even close. When you talk about the super face of the company, the face, the absolute face, it's definitely Hogan. I mean, really go Stone Cold Rock. It's almost simultaneous, but really it is Stone Cold who gets it over. Stone Cold is the one. Don't let wrestling and all this BS fool you. Stone Cold was the one who got wrestling over.
Oh yeah,
Rock
like
was a
yeah, Rock. Because
bipartisan
like
product of,
yeah,
you know what I'm
like I
saying?
always say in terms of getting like the face that got it over. Austin's 1A, Rock is 1B.
Rock is like 1C, bro. Rock is like 2, to be honest.
Oh no, I mean,
And I could be clear about it. Because when Austin 316 starts and it catches fire and it's ascending and Stone Cold is ascending, Rock is still coming out of the Intercontinental title picture. Then, unfortunately, Stone Cold gets hurt. He has to change his wrestling style. He has to kind of like calm down a little bit, right? And right as that's happening, something new is developing in WWE at the exact same time. And it's The Rock. So it's not even that The Rock is filling a void, but The Rock is like cutting out his own. You know what I'm saying? So when you say 1B, I can see that too, but I would more likely say 1C or just he's number 2. He is Randy Orton to John Cena. He's gonna get more credit because what The Rock did was he uh transcended wrestling more so. He didn't need wrestling anymore because he got into Hollywood. He became the highest paid actor in Hollywood at one point. He
yeah.
became the face of Hollywood. Like he went Hollywood and got over there. You know what I'm saying? So and it wasn't by accident either. The Rock aura was crazy. But don't
So
trip. Rock started off with some bum ass movies. Doom. You know what I'm saying? He paid, you know what I'm saying? And he
yeah,
still was falling back on wrestling.
we ain't forget about the Tooth Fairy.
Yeah, we ain't forget.
Yeah, we ain't forget. And I'm a Rock fan, but we ain't forget.
Time out. Y'all saying this now. Rock was crazy on the mic. Rock was this, Rock was that. I'm not denying that. What I am saying is Stone Cold gets the wrestling, he elevates it up. Like when you're coming out of 1995, Shawn Michaels, Diesel is your champ. Going to 96, it's Shawn and Brett, right? 97, Shawn leads the way into Stone Cold, right? That's where we get the no, it's not even in 97. It's still Shawn and Brett in 97 because we get the Montreal Screwjob. We go into 98, Stone Cold takes the reins, and 98 is a crazy year with Stone Cold at the face. The Rock gets hot. Like he was getting, he's building, he's building, he's building. It's bubbling, but he's still an icy pitcher in 98. 99, he wins his first world championship, beating the ever loving shit out of Mankind. And The Rock arrived, but he's still going, he's still ascending. The Rock doesn't get to that peak till like 2000, 2001, give or take. And Stone Cold has been peaked. Stone Cold probably peaked in 99. Maybe 98 when him and the Undertaker go head to head in SummerSlam. And let me give you a history lesson. Stone Cold is the first person to beat the Undertaker clean. Zero interference. Zero on live TV and a pay-per-view at that. It was SummerSlam. That's how, and remember when the Undertaker came into WWE. Rock had a better prime. That's debatable. That's a preference. I can't debate that either. Like, because I enjoy both. Rock's Stone Cold's prime kind of gets cut short because of injuries, and The Rock was that dude. Like The Rock, when he did that slide in the ring with them church shoes on the British Bulldog, bro, that shit was godly. We talked about
Yeah.
that. We was in the hallway at school trying to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? And he dropped that Rock. So I'm not taking anything away, but I do as far as you could probably put both of them on your Rushmore, to be honest.
I mean, you
Because
can,
when
but
Stone was
that's what I love about like Stone Cold and Rock debates because it's really a preference between the two. There's really no wrong answer.
yeah. When I think back, they are what Hogan and Ultimate Warrior were, except the Ultimate Warrior went on a decline. The Rock don't go on a decline.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He 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 does what the Warrior was we thought the Warrior was gonna do at WrestleMania 6. You know what I'm saying? So um but still going back to what my original point was, when you talk about those mega faces of wrestling, right? It's really only about four guys, maybe five, and Roman Reigns is one. It is Hogan, it is Stone Cold, it is The Rock. You could say either one, interchangeable, and then it's Roman. Roman did this era what what Stone Cold was doing. He also did what Hogan did back in the 80s. Clear, clear, and that's without doubt.
You sure about that?
Debate it. Don't come in here with no BS. Debate it. Show
I'm not here to debate. I'm just asking, are you sure about that?
you if you say you sure about that, that's a debate question, brother.
Nah. I mean, every era has its star, but
No, no. See, you missed the convo. I said, and I'll go back to this.
no, that's
When you
my
talk
point.
about the
Somebody got to be the
people,
man at some point.
no,
That's
no,
all I'm
no.
saying.
Again, I'm going. When you look at wrestling and you go, who are the guys who like the
Roman
absolute
ain't
faces?
sniffing Rocky's or Hogan's star power, bro, at all.
I
You can't
I
name me
would
nothing
highly.
Roman Reigns has done outside of wrestling that was substantial.
You
You
can't
can't.
name anything Stone Cold has done outside of wrestling.
I said
That's
Hogan and
substantial.
Rocky. That's what I said. I didn't say Austin.
So when you're talking about the absolute faces, right? Because
Everything
that's what
needs a
this conversation
face.
was. Hold on, you came in late.
Oh,
You came in late. The absolute face. I'm not talking about a bunch of great guys like Edge was great. Like no, we talking about the guys who rose the company or took and maintained it like at a level like wrestling. They're the guy. You know what I'm saying? They're the guy. I wouldn't even put John Cena in there. I wouldn't. I would say that there's about four. If you put John Cena there, he's five maybe because
you
wrestling was
got
at a
Roman
decline.
above Cena.
I would. I
I'm not
would.
here to debate, but Cena has done way more outside of wrestling than Roman Reigns has. All Roman Reigns has done is wrestling.
It's easy to say that, but Stone Cold really only wrestled, and he elevated wrestling to a level we hadn't seen before. So it's not just about what you're doing outside of wrestling. It's about literally what I said, elevating wrestling. Like period. Like people are tuning in for this guy. People tune in to Stone Cold not to see that bum ass drag racing movie he had where they were in prison
People tuned in for the
show.
bloodline and what Paul Heyman was doing. Roman just happened to be part of that.
Stop it.
We gotta
Stop
have
it.
a
That
real conversation about
stop it.
Roman
Stop.
Reigns.
Come on, stop it.
Here we go.
So you take
That's
away
like
Paul
saying
Heyman in
that's
the
like saying,
bloodline.
okay,
If you take
okay,
away
okay,
Paul Heyman in the bloodline, you got suffering succotash again.
okay, copy. If you take away Vince McMahon, you don't get Stone Cold. If you take away Andre, like you can't take away the things that made these people legendary to get them over,
Yeah,
and then
but
say, "Well,
Hogan
you
and
didn't have
Andre
nothing
ain't
without him."
wrestled for 4 years. They stretched the bloodline thing out. We know that. But at
Bro,
the
they
end of the
stretched out
day,
Vince and Austin. Vince and Austin. What got Austin super over was when he went at the Vince McMahon character. That went on for over 2.5 years. Literally
hey,
Stone Cold's whole time
I mean,
in prime.
did anyone ever complain about Austin and Vince?
No, fuck no.
Like,
He beat this man with a bedpan. Boom. He's beating him. He's pulling the bang bang and have him pissing on himself. Bro, without Vince McMahon, we don't get the same Stone Cold.
I'm just
So
saying,
I'm not gonna take away the things that
I'm
help make people great.
I can't, I won't do that. But I'm saying all Roman had was the bloodline and the Shield. It's never been just Roman.
So,
The Shield, bro. That's LeBron with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh.
so you're trying to say, okay, so I'll go, okay, I hear what you're saying. I'm not even gonna agree with it, but I understand your point. Because he wasn't a singular character. Got you. Okay.
I think he has a lot
I got
of he got a
So
lot of
then you put John Cena in that place because Cena was a singular character. Like
when we say Roman Reigns, I'm thinking Roman. I'm not thinking bloodline. I'm not thinking anything outside of Roman Reigns' career. Now, the bloodline's a big part of his career. Roman Reigns is a star. Women love him, kids love him. I'm just saying he is the face. Somebody has to be the face. Like Vinny said, he was the right place, right time, big fish in a small pond kind of deal. Um, it's just it was a lot. And I think Roman Reigns' reign it elevated wrestling, absolutely, but it took down the WWE in a sense of we've always had this conversation. No new stars were built during his time. And there's a lot of talent that he bulldozed through that ain't with the company no more. That could have been the next. And now we flounder into where such a big divide between the mid card and the main roster. That's the conversation we have here all the time. So Roman Reigns was great, but the aftermath is what we're dealing with now, if that makes sense. I could be bugging. I've been known to bug. I'm the fly.
I
Yeah,
think
his
I
aftermath also at a really weird time because like the whole love of Roman and the whole Roman being the guy thing was propped up by Vince McMahon. Like Roman is Vince's vision, and now he's not
he was
there.
Vince's
So
vision.
he's like,
Yeah.
what happens? That like Vince spent so long trying to make Roman what he is now, right? And it's like it finally happened,
And he gone.
but Vince ain't in charge of it anymore. So now that it's Vince's vision as like for all we know, Vince had plans for once Roman got to this point. Well, we'll never know. We'll never know. Cena is the GOAT. Cena is up there.
I'm not gonna take nothing away from John. I just bought a fucking t-shirt. Uh I'm not gonna waste my money and say something bad about a man who I just bought a shirt. But but I
Yeah,
do
you
say
sound
this
kind of
though.
crazy being like, yo, fuck this guy whose shirt I just bought.
Yeah, that would look crazy. I will say this though, right? If you're gonna talk about the singular stars going back to Archie, right? Like I'm talking about it would probably be John Cena replacing Roman. Um I don't want to say Flair because I'm literally only saying WWE specific talent. Because Flair is definitely up there. Even though we
And a
all
big
know.
part of Flair's, his aura is the horseman. A big
This
part
is
of
true.
Flair's story is the horseman.
Yo, Dennis, it's funny, right? I would love to put HBK. HBK is my favorite of all time. I can't put HBK over Roman. HBK, man,
In
this
terms
the
of
shit
what?
that hurts.
I came in late. What are we talking about? In terms of what?
Okay, so I made a statement, right? Because Roman's not. so far is not on Clash in Paris. They announced the main event, and it's Romanless. It's Seth defending the World Heavyweight Championship against LA Knight, CM Punk, and main event Jey Uso. And my
A lot
heart
of
kind
people
of like
thought
broke.
Roman would be in that match.
Yeah, my heart kind of broke on that. Like, what? Mike McCullough put up there. They're probably going to use the Tribal Thief versus the Tribal Chief because we've been watching Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed, and you're right. Bronson Reed did cut a promo tonight specifically to Roman. So it does make sense, but it's like, I wanted to see Roman get back in the world title picture, whether it's the WWE Championship or the World Heavyweight. No matter what title it gets, Roman having a belt is going to be elevated. Period. Because that's what the fans have been wanting since he left back at WrestleMania 40. And he's been back for over a year. Remember, he returned last SummerSlam. And he has just been out of the picture, bro.
Maybe that's
He is
why
just,
he's not in the title picture, because they don't know what to do with him or what his status is. We really don't know. I think this TKO thing and the books and maybe his health, we'll never know the truth. But there's a reason why Roman Reigns is not coming to work.
I mean, for all we
And
know,
that's
TKO probably done with part-time champions right now.
yo,
No, but we was having a face of the company conversation. Well, I got in on the tail end of it,
yeah.
and I
He was
came
And I
just
was
in
at
trying to
work
immediately
at
crashing out on
SummerSlam.
Roman.
He just went to work at SummerSlam.
I mean, he did, but SummerSlam was only his 5th match. He went to the Rumble. He did the first match on Netflix, Tribal Combat. He did WrestleMania, the Triple Threat, and then he did something after Mania.
Talking about Roman.
Yeah.
Z, you one of the most hardest working people I know. You try to go to work 5 times in 1 year and see what happens.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. No, but the thing is, well, what? All right, 2 things. One, I think Roman. I don't know, because that's the other thing about this new age of wrestling. I feel like I sound like such an old motherfucker when I say that. Y'all hear my dog walking around. Like, sometimes, like, this whole being the top motherfucker and showing up part time is a very new thing. Like, that wasn't when I was growing up watching, and that was like the ruthless aggression PG kind of era. Like, if you were the top dog, that meant you were on every show they were doing. Like, you were on everything. You were on Raw. You might even show up on SmackDown. Every pay-per-view for sure. Like, if you were the top dog, that meant you were on everything. But now, like, even Cody, when he had the belt, they kind of be showing up. Like, they use this method of less is more, which I think Roman has definitely earned. But also, bro, I think Vince was with it to shell out the big bucks, and TKO ain't as with it as Vince was. Like, Vince
I think we know that.
He was with it to throw down 10 million for Undertaker to pop out once because he knew, like, I don't know what he knew, I can't say, but it meant something for the wrestling.
He felt
fans,
the risk was worth the reward. Here's my thing: let's all go back to high school for a second, right? Monday Night Raw is on, whatever is on, you hype, you seen the ad, the promo, this person's supposed to wrestle. When Stone Cold or Cena or Rocky or somebody didn't show up on a Monday Night Raw, you was high-key disappointed. Your feelings was damn near hurt. Like, damn, where was such and such? We ain't seen him all night, and you felt some type of way. Now, it's like, oh, he's not there. That's the norm. Like Z said, that was not the norm at all.
And then 2-3 weeks later, you go and see a advertisement. Oh, Cody Rhodes returns. He's gonna speak. Like, bro, John said, and this is why I said y'all gotta stop hating on the PG era and shit. John Cena, Monday Night Raw, 6-man tag team, him, Jeff Hardy, and whoever else, and fucking Triple H versus Randy Orton and whatever other Undertaker or whoever bad guy. Then he was doing house shows from fucking Tuesday to Saturday and then still showing up at the pay-per-view Sunday. Like, bro, Cody will literally, he won't be injured, nothing. He'll just chill for 3 weeks, and then they'll put an advertisement like, Cody Rhodes speaks again. Like, what you mean? What he been doing in the meantime? It's like this weird sense of like Roman has probably had more returns than he has had matches.
Mike said we was on the internet trying to find spoilers. I used to find it was a number in the yellow pages. I'm aging myself right now. It was a wrestling hotline number. I used to call, and they used to give you results of the show and spoilers. And I remember calling that number vividly from the yellow pages. Speaking of internet, I read today that AOL is shutting down dial-up in this month.
Oh,
finally.
Yeah.
So
finally, bro, that's sad. Sometimes you need to hear that before you get it.
So we're gonna say rest in peace to the AOL chat rooms. Everybody that had the little silver disc and you trying to get the 30 days, and you know what I'm saying? That was the college club, Black Planet, even MySpace days, some at the beginning of that, but AOL was a time, baby. So if you was ever in a chat room and you typed ASL, shout out to you. You know what I'm saying?
I also heard fucking Karrion Kross, I don't know if this is confirmed, uploaded an hour-long video talking about like his dismissal from WWE and everything.
He taking bookings, him and Scarlett. They actually taking promoting themselves for bookings now. So I don't think this was a work.
Yeah, he already got more pro wrestling tees.
Yep.
He about to pop up at AEW and be a star over there. See, bro, even the WWE people who don't pop, they can go.
You know what? I could see Karrion Kross immediately getting into something with like Swerve and it being amazing.
Yeah, amazing for AEW for sure.
Yeah.
Amazing for AEW. This amazing for AEW ain't necessarily.
I mean, you know, because what Swerve did was, you know, nobody thought was gonna happen, and all the other stuff, you know, even Bobby and him. But Kross, he could carry something. They just never gave him nothing to carry.
Oh, I see the bar. He said Kross could be everywhere.
I said, hey, yo, I'm getting ready for Dennis because after you drop the body, I'm gonna bury the body. Yeah, we talking spicy, Dennis legendary. It's moose hunting season.
By the way, it's done. It's done for this Moose guy. Like for this Moose guy is absolutely over. But I heard a little rumor. I'm just saying, Jerry, you look like you've been contemplating and plotting evil thoughts up there in the corner for the past 5 minutes and 46 seconds. So I'm speaking directly to you. You know, now y'all know I got a ring announcer, Salazar Santiago. I'm just saying he caught wind of this whole wrestling bars thing you're doing. He said, hey, he might want to throw some bars in the mix. So if we got someone who wants to, now this is his debut. So if it's y'all debut and you want to see it out and see how you do for the debut and you want to come through, then that's what we got. Let's see what happens. That shit downwards. Fuck that click shit. That
Hey, I was trying to be a peaceful person. You know what I'm saying? It's a Monday Night Raw, not a Wednesday Night Wars. I was trying to be peaceful. You know what I'm saying? But Z, you're getting you and your guy about to get turned up.
Someone who wants to throw bars at Salazar. And hey, Jerry, I'm looking at you, motherfucker. Don't try to smile. I'm looking at you.
Hey,
because you said you wanted to sky it out. You said you want to get through me. Hey, Salazar stands in front of me. To get to this battle, we might need to see you against Santiago. I just had to throw that out there.
When we talking? You talking Wednesday Night Wars?
He said, when we talking?
He talking about you in a one-rounder. You in a one-rounder with his ring announcer, the homie. We met him. We kicked it with him in Jersey. Jerry, you've been called to the ring. What you gonna do?
Pick up that belt. You
hey, Click. We don't take L's. So go ahead and bring your mans. Go ahead and get your mans.
There you go.
Y'all get him lined up. Get your mans lined up. I was not trying to do that. I tried to be a peaceful brother. You know what I'm saying? Try, Lord. I tried. These motherfucking boy. Hey, I like it.
So there you go.
Wednesday Night Wars is about to be. Your man's is about to be tofu.
We're gonna have Peter Dropout versus Moose. We're gonna have Jerry versus Santi. And it's both of their debuts. and we got Jerry versus Salazar Santiago. And I got another wrestling battle cooking for the undercard with some names y'all have heard before if you tapped into battle rap. So stay tuned for that. That'll be announced soon too.
You see what it is? You see what it hey, click. We're gonna be in the building representing love. How dang,
This is
you
gonna
got
be
enough?
my hands.
Yeah,
It's gonna be that
Vinny, it took a
down.
weird turn, but we here, baby. We on the road. We on the
I like
road to the
this.
Wednesday night war.
I like this energy. I like this energy. This is about to be
I'm not. Wait, before that shout out though. Now that we got that out of the way, I did have to shout out AEW for one thing because they do have one thing I really like over there, and that's Anarchy in the Arena. I like them Anarchy in the Arena
that's
matches.
crazy. That's
I'll say
sometimes
that.
it only takes a little bit of uh reformatting of something, right? Like it could be a little bit of tweak, it could be whatever, right? We watch people battle all over the arena. But if you label it as such to where people's brain goes, oh, it's about to be chaotic.
Yeah.
They expect the chaos, you give them the chaos, and you label the chaos. Oh, this is what we wanted. So shout out to AEW, man. All it took was WCW. I'm gonna always say this. I said it last week, and I'm gonna start saying it on a routine basis. WCW is getting beat in the ratings week after week after week to the point they should have been out of here, right? All it took was a mid-tier guy, Razor Ramon, to go over there and say, "You know who I am, but you don't know why I'm here." And it's piqued interest like crazy. They didn't. WCW didn't have good storylines. They were still running motherfuckers like Glacier. Remember Alex Wright and shit? The
Oh,
fucking dancing.
we got an interview with Glacier, by the way. It's only like 2 questions, but we got that. Go check it out. Now you brought up Glacier. We got Glacier. Oh, we got it. We got it. We caught Glacier.
And with that being said, the medium sized man and the big man came, and the next thing you know, they took a legend who was dying out in his hero phase. They flipped it and they took the wrestling world by storm. Don't think that AEW is this, no, bro. All it takes is one signee or one good idea because they got the talent.
Okay, I do have to disagree with you though, because Jerry said don't think AEW is some I disagree with that. I want y'all to think that AEW is some because it really is. It's some double 2 trash bags. Like I hate this narrative that AEW can fuck with WWE at all because it can't, and I don't even think WWE is doing that good right now. AEW is. I don't even know what their primary focus is. I don't know any storylines that they be having going on and stuff. But AEW throws on some good matches sometimes. But it's definitely, quote to quote Jerry, is one of those. I would even say TNA, now that it's fucking with WWE, is on the same tier as AEW.
I wouldn't say that. TNA's on the same tier.
For sure.
I would say it's a drop down from AEW. And that's not a knock. Because AEW was doing simultaneous numbers with NXT slightly behind. I don't think TNA could have competed with NXT. AEW, you know what I'm saying? Like they had Slammiversary was fire, and that's like, they're on the up and up. I'll say that. They're on the up and up. And they got talent over there too, with some good ideas. They're also in bed with WWE. And I feel like it's gonna fast track.
Try to get you with the shock factor, and a lot of what they had is fading. Like Mike said in the chat, yo, the hottest thing they had is kind of lukewarm now. That's MJF. MJF had the internet talking for a while. He's since his return.
Bro, that's because he returned and his first match back was. Do y'all remember? I can't even remember his name. Gamash, I feel like you would remember this. AEW's first match back. You know what I mean? Gamash always answers. He'd be like, "Oh, it was this motherfucker." He probably got a picture with him. He probably done hung out with the motherfucker right after his return match.
MJF was scorching hot. You're right, Vinny, 2 years ago. But since that return, it's just not been good.
Yeah. Now I think when he came back, I think his first match was Roosh. If I'm saying his name right.
And he turned down WWE for that return. Like he spoke about it in interviews. He said he's betting on himself, and he got the AEW tattoo, and he basically chose AEW. I was about to ask that, Vinny. Do y'all think he should have come to WWE? For sure.
No.
I think he would have
I'm
killed
gonna
it.
say I'm gonna say no.
I would think he would have killed it in NXT, but main roster, I think they have nothing for him.
Yo, and stop me if you have heard this before, right?
Y'all, but
A
I think he
graveyard. There's a WWE is the graveyard. Now, it's not the graveyard in the sense of like typical things where you go there to die. No, you're gonna get money, you're gonna get acclaim, but if you're looking for legacy to leave behind, you're not gonna get it.
And
And
I think he
Ricochet made a
probably
comment
low
on
key would have been problematic in that locker room. Like I think MJF would he wouldn't have went for a lot of the WWE way about doing things.
I think he should have stayed where he's at and did what he did. Just gamble on yourself because again, he'll win world titles over there. People will know his name. I'd rather be the number one guy in the second tier company than the 13th option in a company. You know what I mean?
Braun Strowman just said that. He said that they made a mistake with him and releasing. A lot of these wrestlers are speaking out now about WWE and
Bro,
Triple
Braun
H and
Strowman. My bad, Archie, not to cut you off.
no, they're just speaking out and telling their different sides of the story about things now. And I guess they feel it's okay to do that since WWE exposing their own business with things like Unreal. So they just talking now. They didn't have
Yeah.
nothing for me. But you gotta think if they didn't have nothing for a Braun Strowman who may or may not have something left, a Karrion Cross, a Bobby Roode, I don't think a MJF would have broke out and been a huge star over there.
Bro,
Bro,
Braun
let me
Strowman
give you a couple names.
like example because he's like a perfect example of everything we talk about in wrestling. Braun Strowman, Vince McMahon was in charge, right? And he was the hottest shit. He was like the big monster. He was fucking up everybody. He went to Saudi Arabia and won that greatest, threw fake Yokozuna over the top rope, all of that shit. He got fired, right? And even I remember even when he got fired, people were like, "Oh, a lot of people are leaving because they don't like the fucking creative with Vince McMahon problems and all that." Triple H is now in charge. Vince got fired. And Braun comes back in like tight red skinny jeans, running around the. Do y'all remember? I'm not bugging. Y'all remember this? And ever since then, it was downhill. If that's not like a metaphor for WWE and what's, man, Braun
Well,
Strowman.
WWE
And
has
Braun,
a problem with the pulse. Look at this. They made a big deal. Aleister Black, where is he now? You brought Ron Killings back to do what? Right?
that was the worst.
Yeah.
JC Mateo.
Nothing.
But I don't
Nothing.
even
Like
think JC Mateo was hot.
uh, you got all these guys, all this talent,
No, Jeff Cobb was him on the Indies. Jeff Cobb was him. Like he was cooking,
bro.
but
We
people
don't
don't
even
know
know who
that.
he is.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody knew him.
That's
The
what I'm saying.
WWE fan didn't know him. Let me say that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like
And
I
that's
don't
a fair
think
thing.
Jeff Cobb was hot enough to like put in front of people like they did, and for them to go, "Oh shit!" Like I think the average fan saw that and was like, "Who that?" You know, like looked around, like that wasn't a big enough thing that they did. I don't know what they thought they had there.
I ain't gonna lie. R Truth killed him though. That one backstage segment where he walked up to him with Solo Sikoa. He's like, "Is this your husky son? You want me to teach your husky son a lesson?" And so when I don't
Yeah,
know
Shout
him,
out to all
it,
the Husky kids. When I was a kid, I had to shop in the Husky section. So shout out to all my kids that was Husky. You know what I mean? We was a little big and tall before big and tall. So H is up for the Huskies. You heard?
yo,
yeah. JC was
that
interesting.
segment that did to him what The Rock did to Booker T.
Oh,
Except
that was
Booker T was
crazy.
bigger and he was known. When JC, you know what I'm saying? We don't really know you like that, and the people that do know you, they're
It's gonna be
excited. But that
tough, even when you bring people, because WWE, like wrestling companies, don't tell you why these people are important or why they should matter. Even with like Stephanie and Julia, these are like international stars. They don't tell you why you should care about these people.
Yeah.
But I
No,
don't.
it's
Back in the
huge.
day, you used to get a vignette, used to get a backstage promo, used to get so much into the debut. Now it's just Naomi versus, hey, who's this girl? Not knowing this girl is a 12-time champion, has done so much around the world. It's just another lady or another guy.
I remember with Vader, they were like, "I conquered the world." They were like from Boulder, Colorado. It was like, "Oh shit,
Used to look forward
Vader!"
to debuts, man. A debut,
Hey,
and now
hey,
people
Vader came.
debut and they lose their debut matches.
Vader came in to the WWE, and his first order of business after he won his match was take out the president, and got suspended. And everyone, he took out, matter of fact, he took out Razor Ramon and Gorilla Monsoon. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, oh shit, who is this? Like, it's that dude. I can't think of the last outside of Jacob Fatu.
I was gonna say Jacob is probably the best debut
Yeah,
like recently, right?
yeah.
He had a good
I think Jacob
debut,
Fatu.
but
Yeah.
imagine losing your debut match or returning from an injury and losing a match. That's a very common thing in WWE. People come back
Hey,
and lose.
Archie, you remember that dude? I can't think of his name because he was in Imperium at one point, right? And they repackaged him.
Vinci,
Oh, Vinny.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yo, you
yeah.
remember when he came on SmackDown after all them vignettes?
he got
And
repackaged, knew everything,
Oh my god. Yeah, then he
and
lose in
lost.
like 10 seconds. That was
he
nasty
lost
work.
in 10 seconds to
To like
Apollo
Apollo
Crews.
Crews, and then he got fired. Like
Yo, whoever did that is an asshole. They gave him vignettes. Said, "All right, now you're gonna lose in 10 seconds," and then they
Hey,
new
that
fired.
shit was
vignettes, new
crazy.
music, new gear, new name, new everything.
He had to do something
Yeah.
bad. He must have
He
done
came
something.
on and bro, my man lost to Apollo Crews. No one sees Apollo Crews ever, and when you do, Apollo only takes L's.
And they broke up
And
Imperium and made Kaiser American Grand Condo. What is that? American Grand Condo.
El Grande Americano.
oh, speaking of which, he was in action tonight with Dom. Let's talk about that a little bit.
The
And the
future.
rise of
That's future,
Mysterio.
baby.
Dominic Mysterio teams up and they get a win over Dragon Lee and AJ Styles. And AJ Styles, yo, I love what they're doing with Dom. Moving Dom in the right direction. Dom is going to be the next dude.
Oh, I said it last week, and I still stand by it. 2026, put the Money in the Bank briefcase on him.
Yep.
That was
Bro,
the greatest
Dom
statement
versus
I think I've
Cody
heard
is
you
the
make.
one. Dom versus Cody is the one. That's two wrestling babies. Like, that's the one. That's a main event right there.
You know who you're gonna get before, and I don't know if you were on here Z when I said it. I'm looking forward to Dom versus John Cena for a couple of reasons. Dom has the title that it eluded John Cena. They're gonna pray that. Oh my God, John's never won this belt. Dom's got it now. Dom has been throwing subtle little hints where he's like, "I'm the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. I'm the greatest If you're the greatest of all time, you should beat the greatest of all time." And now, just that fast, 2 sentences, the match is set, and Dom is riding high. I don't know if Dom beats him clean, but Dom's got to
Yeah, I
win
don't
that
think
shit.
that match is gonna happen because I don't see John losing to Dom. Because like for what? And then I don't see him winning either. Because why would he have the belt for like his last like few matches? Like I don't see
No,
that.
but it's to get Dom
Uh,
over. If Dom beats John Cena for the IC belt, first of all, if they do it at like whatever, what's the September, whatever they got in September, whatever his appearance, people, because you know John takes like that month off between the matches towards the end, and he's like, "Look, I want that, I want to do things I've never done. I want a shot at the IC belt, and it's Dom as champ. It's already hyped.
I got a
It's already
question. Can wrestlers still get wrestlers over in today's era? Or is it more so you get yourself over or the internet gets you over? When was the last time a wrestler really got somebody over?
it
Really
hasn't been in
got
a long
something. Yo, let me hold on. Let me ask Chat GPT. It's far smarter than me. Let's see what it says.
time.
Because
They should be lying.
that used to be a thing.
You
Like
heard Jerry? He said that should be lying.
It do. I've caught it in multiple non-truths. I don't want to talk crazy to AI because I feel like it'll
You done
remember
caught
this. And when they
ChatGPT
start
switching
taking
up?
over humanity, I don't want to be in the top 100 that they. You know what I mean?
You out of here.
You talk nice to my chat GPT. I'll be like, oh, thank you, sir. You know what I'm saying?
The
Calling
fact
That's
that you
just nice,
talk
ChatGPT
to your
sir.
chat GTP is crazy.
Calling
bro.
it
Why
sir
not?
is
You know, I got
crazy. You
my I
say
love me binder. What better thing to have than somebody who's like, tell me 15 compliments about me based on my personality. You know what I'm saying? And that shit'll do it. Yo,
You-
put. I bet you
Chat
this. I bet you
ChatGPT
won't do this.
that I
All you
said,
motherfuckers in the chat, do this. Let's see how
we
strong
gotta
your ego
set
is.
up to pop the balloon for HP. He needs some hugs,
Oh,
baby.
watch this. Do this. Try this. Take 3 pictures of yourself. Put it in your chat GPT and tell your chat GPT to make fun of you in the coldest way possible. Right? Give me you tell me a bunch of negatives about myself based on these pictures. Say tell you gotta have yo
hold on, I
chat
got two
GPT
things
is
to
a
say. I got two things to say. Chat, I can't see how many people in here. We might have no one in here, and I'm just saying this to
66.
Archie,
You got
Jerry,
66.
and Gamaj, and that would be enough for me. Do not listen to Jerry. Do not spend your time at home putting your pictures into Chat GPT and asking it to roast you. Do not do this. Like this is like, don't do this. This
All
is
you
some
gotta
next
do is
level
tune into
bad
Wednesday
advice.
Night Wars in a couple weeks, and you're gonna see Jerry and Dennis get roasted. That's it.
Exactly. Exactly. The second thing I have to say is I just
This man
asked
just went on
ChatGPT
YouTube and
when
lied.
the next. Hold on. The second thing is I asked that ChatGPT, what's the last time a wrestler got another wrestler over? It said if you're asking what's the last time a wrestler got another wrestler over, meaning a veteran or big name performer intentionally losing to elevate a newer rising star. It was 2 years ago. Chris Jericho put over Action Andretti, and he's been thriving ever since on AEW. So Jerry was right. Chat GPT be lying. Who the fuck is Action Andretti? It's not
Hey,
true.
that was a
So
big deal
if you
though.
can listen to one or two, you might be able to listen to both all the way through, but I
In
don't know what to tell
AEW
you.
world, that was a big deal when Action Andretti beat Chris Jericho. That damn near broke the internet. I ain't gonna hold you.
He
I
broke the
saw it
internet.
live.
I don't want you to hold me. I'm just saying, I don't
Come
think
on,
Chat
you remember when
GPT.
that happened?
Bro.
I mean, I remember it. I just didn't care. I'm not gonna lie.
No one
Look, he don't even want to admit. He said, I mean, I remember, but I don't remember. You know what I mean? Like, I seen that. Who the fuck? Action Andretti? My apologies to Action Andretti because I don't want this shit. He might be fired, but come on, bro. I meant
Hold on, I'm
over.
gonna put
When
my
you said over,
chat
I meant
GPT
over like they in the main event now.
Well,
Like
that's what I
they
meant.
all.
Like, can a wrestler get another wrestler over these days? I don't think it has the same value. Or the rub. Remember the rub? He got the rub. Like, I don't
I
think the
mean,
rub.
Austin
yo,
Theory beat John Cena at WrestleMania. Solo Sikoa beat John Cena at WrestleMania. And both of
yeah,
them
Austin
nosedive
Theory just
straight to hell
got fired,
afterwards.
bro.
Austin
So
Austin
Theory
let
Theory
me
ain't.
let
just
me
got.
ask. So let me ask y'all
If
this:
that's getting over, I
does
could get
Cody
over.
touch the main event scene if he didn't start his feud with Seth Rollins on his return?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think Cody. That's why they brought him back. I believe.
Hold on.
I was gonna say, does Roman putting Cody over count, making him the champion? He's the man now,
Thought he was over.
and John Cena just put Cody over again, right?
Is that
Is
putting
that
him
That
over though?
I don't count that as putting him over. I would have said the Seth feud probably did because beating
if
him
anything,
3-0.
Romans. If anything, Roman. 2 WrestleManias in a row. They headlined, you know?
Cody was
And
already
he
a
was the
big name
guy.
though?
But that's what I'm saying. Over to me is you got somebody that's up and coming and not really established, getting a huge win that takes
Yeah,
them to the
Yeah.
next level.
because Cody was already popping when he got those
He was
wins.
already Cody.
You know who got put over? Who was the champion? Who was the IC champion going into WrestleMania 41? Just last one. Was it Braun Breaker?
From Mania, you said?
Breaker
Yeah,
had a
going into
couple weird intercontinental runs.
well, the only reason I'm saying is Dom got put over at Mania. Dom won that title, gone. but a veteran didn't do it.
But Dom was hot too, though. You know what I'm saying?
No, Dom
Yeah.
was not as hot. Like
Wasn't that
Dom,
like a
no one knew
multi-person match?
Dom was what he was until WrestleMania. Like people probably had
Wasn't
like,
that
oh,
a
I like Dom, I like
multi-person
Dom.
match though?
It was like it was
They
like a
Yeah,
ladder
that was the
match or
Fatal Four
something.
match. That was a Fatal Four.
Yeah, see, so
fatal four way. Yeah, because when he won, they didn't even let him get to the back. They're like, what the fuck? Like it just took like just the craziness, and he has not calmed down since. But again, it doesn't meet that definition though because a veteran didn't do that for him. So
And
that's
it
just the
was crazy
fans
because for once WWE got it right and did their job. So
and didn't let Dom go to the back like
yeah,
they wanted him to initially.
but I don't know. I don't know if the over thing
Who
is
was
even
the
a
last
thing.
veteran that got somebody over?
all right, so let's see. I asked ChatGPT again, more recent times. That Seth Rollins stands out. He's been instrumental in elevating talents like CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre, Bronson Reed, Damian Priest. A lot of these guys were already hot though. Like
Bro,
they
it
might be
said
right.
Seth Rollins was instrumental in getting CM Punk over. I'm fucking gone, bro.
If
Yeah, yeah,
CM Punk introduced fucking Seth
yeah. No
Rollins
more,
to
no more questions for this shit. 'Cause this shit is
Chat
you right.
ZPT tripping.
It's Cat G. This is Cat
I'm fucking,
GPT.
he said Drew McIntyre.
If Drew McIntyre had been in a title picture now, I would probably say him and Punk last year. But he's not doing nothing right now.
But the crazy thing
Okay,
is,
how
I
about
feel like they tried
Well,
it.
he is.
You
He's
might be able to
involved with
say that
Cody
though.
right now. Yeah, so
You
okay?
might still be able to use
So
that because
what
the
about
Punk.
Becky and Lyra? Do you count that?
No, maybe,
it
maybe.
didn't
Let's see
elevate
what
Lyra
happens with
any.
Lyra
Lyra.
ain't over at all. That's not over.
What about Charlotte and Rhea?
Rhea was already hot though.
Yeah, Rhea was. That's what I'm saying. A lot of these people, and that's why I don't get some of the pairings and matchups we get. Like it doesn't do anything. Like the end
Well,
result is what?
well, I think we're confusing some of these things too, though, because we're saying they're hot. Yeah, you're hot. You're coming up, but we're talking about this is a transfer of face of the company or a transfer of like you're gonna be the next guy. Maybe not the face of the company, but you're gonna be the next like cornerstone for
It
either.
don't even have to be that because the 1, 2, 3 kid being Razor Ramon was a moment, and it is a big part of X Pac's early career. And that's a
No, it's a
moment. He
big
got
part of his career. Period. That puts
yeah,
him on.
yeah, and it got him over. He became the kid after that.
Yeah. So I that's a legit one. That's definitely a legit one.
But I was gonna say, I feel like they've tried it and it just hasn't worked. Like with Austin Theory and John Cena, for example, does it like they're trying to get Austin Theory over? It just hasn't stuck. So it's not
Yeah.
I know.
entirely like the company's fault.
Okay,
I
what
know. I know
about?
the greatest one.
Go ahead.
The greatest one and I think it's actually by accident is Stone Cold and Bret Hart. I think it's Stone Cold and Bret Hart.
I
Stone
think the
Cold becomes the
oh go
beloved
ahead.
baby face, but like not a baby face, but the crowd who used to boo him prior to that match, that was the last time they booed him. Going into WrestleMania 13, they booed him coming out, and then he didn't get booed
Mankind
ever
winning
again.
that title for one night was a huge deal.
Who?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mankind
Mankind.
winning that title for one night was a huge deal.
Oh,
Mhm.
And
I
that
might be
I'm
able
was
gonna
to.
late into Mankind's career, but that kind of did something else for him too.
Yeah, that cemented him into the Hall of Fame. Like you're up there, bro. You're up there
I'm
because he
I'm gonna
turned the
say
tide of
someone.
wrestling. It wasn't just that victory for his career. Like because WWE had continued losing, and Mankind wasn't supposed to be shit. You know what I mean? Like he's just like he's almost it's and not for real. But when they said it, oh Mankind, people were like, wait, what? And Mankind didn't take his foot off the gas, and it just
Became a big deal.
Mhm.
Yes, I
I
don't think
mean,
we'll ever see somebody really be over like have that moment again because it's kind of a
oh.
rare thing. Maybe it's just a super rare thing.
I'm trying to think if something is big, like 'cause that was a double turn of Brett and Stone Cold. The Mankind Rock title that was rare. I'm trying to think of other instances like this where someone went into something is one thing, but when they came out, They never got booed again.
A Hogan,
I'm gonna
Andre.
I'm gonna say one, and people may not agree with me on this. I'm gonna say Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair, because when they had their main event at Mania, that was Bianca's first main event on the
First
main
one.
roster, and ever
And they
since she
fucking tore
won
the house
that,
down.
she's just been looked as a main eventer ever since. And I don't know the last time I've seen Bianca get booed since then.
Shit, when she goes overseas,
I mean, we're not counting that for reasons I ain't gonna get
Darkness,
into.
everybody, darkness.
darkness. Um, honestly, Dom at WrestleMania 41 was the last time I seen someone get booed coming in. But when Dom won that shit,
Yeah, that's a
he got a
fact.
bigger
That's
pop than anyone that whole night. World champion status or night 2. Dom had
I
the
think
biggest pop
Dom
at
was
WrestleMania.
Dom was hot. He was over. Nobody expected it. So that's what the pop was like. Oh, what is But
Then he
Yeah,
wasn't over.
people was
Think about
somebody
that.
that some
He was
he'll a good.
booed on his way in.
I think that's just the thing to do though. You know what I'm saying? But
No,
Dom is
because he's
hot.
always booed. Dom, think about this. When was the last time Dom grabbed the mic and talked and they booed him so he couldn't hear him?
But I
That
don't
was
see. That's what I'm saying.
always
I don't think people booed him because they disliked him. They booed him because they liked him. That was the thing to do. You know what I'm saying?
right. It was a theme to just boo
yeah.
him.
But think of what I'm telling you. He changed his whole aura officially changed from that moment forward. He became officially like, yo, Dom is like that guy. And then, but before
No,
people
I
like
get what you're
Dom,
saying. What I'm saying, sometimes booing the heel is actually cheering the heel. If that makes
yeah,
sense.
because if the heel is, I agree with you. If I'm a heel, if you tell me I'm a heel and I'm booed out the building every night, I'm doing my job. That's the same as the baby face getting that. You know what I mean? But it's how you flip it.
You
Stone
know
Cold
the
flipped it by
craziest thing
accident.
about this conversation? You got on a sweatshirt that say New Jersey.
Absolutely, brother. You're this place on earth.
I've never seen a sweatshirt that said New Jersey. He done put Jersey
Yo,
over. So HP put
you got a
Jersey
jersey.
over.
You got it. You got a jersey.
A Jersey. Oh, Z ready. Y'all not ready for this what did I say?
I don't gotta
Morella?
worry about Z. And when that time comes, get out of here. Mariella.
That's what it's
I
gonna be
think
like. You see that hand motion, it's the same as AEW. Man. Look at it.
Yeah,
who
We
I
had
got
think
Tate.
last
Roman.
time somebody was had been put over like that. That's a
A lot of people tried to put like. Would you count Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns?
I'm thinking about that. That's what I was gonna lead to. Did Brock?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't
Okay.
think so. I mean, you can always say Brock is probably Roman's greatest rival, but as far as like putting him over to make him a bigger star, technically Triple H did that.
What do you mean?
Yeah, well,
Because
I'm
when
not. I'm
he
not.
main event, because when he main evented Mania against Triple H, that was like the first big main event he won, getting the championship over.
Okay.
Because at that point in time, I don't think he beat Brock in a match yet.
No. Maybe Brock threw the title at Vince backstage, and the reason for that was because Brock himself thought Roman should have won that match. And he was pissed that he walked out the victor, which is crazy because Brock didn't throw no fucking title or nothing at Vince for that Undertaker bullshit. That's where you should have threw some shit at Vince. That's where you should have put your fucking foot down.
Bro, Roman's
WrestleMania
resume
30.
is insane.
Whose
His
resume?
resume, Roman's.
Seth
His
Rollins has
resume.
the greatest resume in all of wrestling WWE right now, outside of John Cena. Because
Seth
on Seth
Rollins has a
John
match for Triple H.
that was my Triple H argument that his resume was he wrestled up a lot.
Triple H might have one of the best resumes.
No, I'm saying, does Seth Rollins have a match with Triple H?
He
Yes,
does.
he also has one with Sting,
The
and that's
last
one that
one was
those
Sting.
people, you know what
They
I
Yeah,
gave him
mean?
the match,
That's
the
the
Stinger,
match,
one that
Stinger.
to me,
the match that made
like,
him retire, right?
yeah. And then he came back
I
and
don't know how
yeah,
I feel
but
about Sting.
he got even though he only had the 2 matches in
Bro,
WWE,
I
Seth
hate that
Rollins.
debut superstar losing thing. There's no reason Sting should have lost at WrestleMania, bro.
I
You know
agree,
why he
100%.
lost. You know why
But
he
that
lost
that
that, bro.
that there's no is not one reason why that should have happened, bro.
Oh,
Like
there's
at
one
all.
reason. There's one reason. I just can't believe they gone with that reason. I'm just surprised that that's the reason they chose. Oh, there's a definite reason, and I know
Then they
I'm
brung
just
out
shocked they gone with
they
that.
brung out DX
You ever look at
and
the motherfucker,
NWO.
you be
NWO.
like I have
That
friends
should have been.
sometimes they say some crazy shit. You like, you ain't not about to do that. Then they do it. You like I can't believe they just did that shit. That was one of those.
Sting could have had that one match and that would and won and that would have been great. But something about
Triple
Triple
H
H.
winning makes you kind of low key forget it. That match was WrestleMania 40's main event. It was the same thing. All the old people coming out with all the nostalgia. It was a great match, actually. You're like, oh shit, Shawn Michaels with the super kick because he was the okay, but the wrong
WO
guy
and DX
won.
popped out, bro. Fire. You laughing? That was
Listen,
fire. What you mean?
no, which one? WrestleMania with
When they
Triple
had
H and
them
them?
pop out, that was like the Monday Night Wars culminating in a
Yeah,
match.
squished
You had
into
to,
a match,
you had to have Triple
and,
H
and it
win.
was dope. But the wrong guy won. You already beat the company. You defuncted the company. It's done.
X Pac
Let
had on
Sting get
X
that
Pac
win.
was with DX that night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could have did both.
Technically, Sean tried to pull the wool. I think he came out like NWO, and then he's like switching up to DX.
No, it's funny what Archie just said. If they would have did that and X Pac would have sealed the win for Sting, it would have been dope because he was in both groups in prime. Sean NWO came to WWE, he was already done. You're just but
But
X
Sting
Pac
never was
actually
really he was never NWO, so
Yeah.
he was never really. But you know what's funny? I always thought Sean was the real third man, and Sean asked Vince to be let out of his contract. Vince was like, "Fuck no."
if Sean was the
Rightfully so.
third man, we wouldn't even be here today talking about no Monday Night Wars. I don't believe.
I agree.
They caught lightning in the bottle with Hogan. Well, no matter how you feel about him, that move is the reason probably all of us on this screen and in the chat is still watching wrestling to
It's
this
here.
day.
I mean, the Attitude Era podcast. There is no Attitude Era without Hogan becoming NWO.
Right here, baby. Come on the wall next to CM Punk.
Is there anyone that Hogan like put? I guess The Rock, right? Is there anyone that Hogan put over? Because he was notorious for not doing
Ultimate
that.
Warrior. He put over the Ultimate Warrior, just didn't pay off like they wanted it to.
Yeah. The Rock's probably the best example for him.
Hogan
Yeah,
put
because
over
he
a whole company. He put over the whole WCW.
it's bullshit like this that makes me.
X Pac, Hulk Hogan, you suck, pal. And then
No,
Vince
I think
Russo, the Vince Russo rant. Oh wow, yeah, that's crazy.
I
I
think
never even
the
knew
Rock.
that it was supposed to be Sean and not Hulk.
I don't even think the Rock, Hulk put over the Rock. I just think because the Rock was super over. There was the icon versus icon.
And then they started cheering Hogan during that match. So
They did. They did because people wanted to see the old, just like John
that
Cena.
is
We
one of
wanted.
the best wrestling matches. That match, Brett, Brett Austin, those two matches, and I always got Eddie and Ray, Halloween Havoc. Like
Yeah.
those are three matches I could watch anytime, bro.
It was a good three.
You
That's a
need
good three.
Sean and Undertaker on that.
Hey, that's another one you can add
That's
up
another
there.
one.
25 or
If
26,
I had
really. But
three, if I had three, I'll go Sean and Undertaker WrestleMania 25. Then I'm gonna take the 2001 Royal Rumble. That shit was crazy. It went all over the place.
2001. That's the year before Brock wins. Is that the year? No.
Oh, Stone Cold
Yeah,
wins.
that's when Stone Cold won. That's what led to Mania 17.
And that's when everyone starts bringing weapons into the ring. It goes crazy.
Yeah.
And then my
Isn't that the
third
first time?
I don't remember that. I'm gonna have to check that out.
No.
No, that was fine. I think that
97.
was the first
You
time
said 97.
Kane
No,
did
you
that.
said 2001.
No,
Never
2001.
mind.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
first time I think Kane went like under the ring instead of going over and he wasn't eliminated. That was like the first person to do that
Yeah,
slick shit.
I wasn't
yeah,
feeling that one.
that's one of the best rumbles, which is crazy because
It is.
I remember seeing Jake the Snake do it in the '92 Royal Rumble where he just jumps over the ring and he wasn't even supposed to do that like in real life, so they just threw him back in the ring and they were like, yeah, he eliminated himself, but that's not the rules, so he's still in the match. You know, they made up some bullshit. But then my third match, controversial choice, but I really love this match. The Survivor Series, the SmackDown versus Raw versus NXT, all three is such a fire match. I love it. So that's my three right there.
You don't got no Will Ospreay matches in there?
Nah, I don't even got no Will Ospreay in my bottom five. He below that. Like I got him in none of my lists. Like,
That's crazy. Well,
bro,
I'm not a fan of Will
ain't
Ospreay, but
no
I ain't gonna
British
shit on.
people in none of my lists. I'm just saying it right
HP,
there.
what's three matches you could watch anytime? Then we probably gonna get up out of here. Chat, chime in on this. What three wrestling matches anytime, anywhere you could watch just repeatedly over and over again? What's your three, HP?
You know, I think I really think that's tough. I definitely gonna say Rock Austin. I think it's WrestleMania 17. Not the one before Austin turned on everybody with that 30-second shit. That one before that. It's the middle match. Um, I'll probably say Brett.
My
Yo,
boy over there
I
thinking
ain't gonna
for
lie, bro.
real. He got an eight.
Just
Yeah,
We're gonna skip Jerry. Gamad, you got a three?
okay. Yeah, I got three, but the three I'm giving are like, in my opinion, underrated matches that people don't talk about enough for me. In my opinion. So I'm gonna say the triple threat match for the undisputed title, which was The Rock, Undertaker, and Kurt Angle. To me, that's one of the best triple threat matches you can see. Um, Another one, I would say The Rock and Eddie Guerrero. A lot of people forget that they actually fought each other, and it's actually a very underrated match. And then the last one that I feel, granted, it gets its flowers, but for a Mania match, I don't think it gets talked about enough. Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels.
or 21,
Mm-hmm.
I think that is.
I think that was 21.
21,
All right,
20. Yeah.
fire list.
Um, I think
That's a
I
good ass
think
list.
I'll take a weird match. It happened on a Nitro. Bret Hart versus CB. We'll say CB, intents and purposes. Um,
Bro, did you just say
Oh,
the
this
Bret
guy.
Hart versus CB list that happened on Monday Night Nitro? Bro, I hate playing these list games with Jerry. I'm gonna let you finish, bro. This is like, remember when y'all were choosing your dream rosters and his first pick was like Yokozuna or some shit? Everyone else is getting Hulk Hogan and Stone Cold, The Rock. He said, I'm gonna take Yokozuna.
yo,
You just picked
it's just
who the
such
fuck
because that was such a technical one because Bret spent so much time in WWF.
Here we
I didn't
go.
ever think I would see a match like that. And to see CB on that side, that was like his equal, really, to be honest. But I don't know
Yo,
if it's
you
really
know what
in my
else? Why you acting like his name is Voldemort? Why you saying CB up in here? It's Attitude Era.
because
Like,
yo, we've
bro,
been on
Jerry,
lives where
you
somebody
fucked
has
up
like
the
got
whole vibe
irate
of the
about
list
that
right
shit.
here. You threw off the whole. Bro, go ahead, continue. My bad. I heard Monday Night Nitro. You know,
I'll
it's
take
WWE.
WrestleMania. I'll take WrestleMania 10, Shawn and Razor. I'll take that one. I'm guaranteed I'll take that one. Um, I am gonna go with I'm actually gonna go with I forgot the WrestleMania, but you'll know exactly who it is. Brock, Roman, Seth Rollins cashing. That shit was so
Ooh,
unplanned to me. I was that shit the ultimate fucking swinging of the belt. I love that shit. Like holy shit, I was shocked. I was totally shocked. So it was an ending that shocked me. So I'm gonna keep it in there. And then for a third match, I think for just man,
We never know with
Um,
you, HP. You might say Norman Smiley versus Parker or something on the Thunder.
I'm gonna actually go with John
You ever
Cena versus HBK on Monday Night Raw right before their WrestleMania match. 53 minutes. Sean super kicks, lays out with the pin, and gets it.
It's
I
crazy that we could think of matches we will rewatch on the weekly television show compared to what the weekly shows are now, bro.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
bro? John Cena
Back
and
in the
Shawn
day, they
fought
used
for
to give you
like
some
damn near an
shit.
hour. Yeah, they fought for like damn near an hour, just going at it.
Yeah, 50 minutes. That's an Iron Man match. It is on a regular.
We got
That's
a
a
OG War Games, Road Warriors, Dusty and Nikita versus the Four Horsemen. That's in the chat. HBK Y2J at 19, Rock Austin in Philly, TLC 2, Savage
Some of these really
Steamboat,
aren't bad at all, man.
2002 Elimination Chamber, '01 Rumble was goaded, and Frank said Hogan put over Luger in 97 and Goldberg. So
I don't
shout out
like
to the
that he puts over Luger because remember he beats Luger only to take that title back at Roll Wild like 3-4 days later.
Luger was made though.
that was at
Luger was made.
WCW, right?
Yeah.
No, no,
Yeah.
no, no. What he's
It's not
referring to
the
though,
WWE.
Hogan agreed to get torture racked and tacked. You remember, and all those people came to the ring, and then 3 days later at Roll Wild, Hogan took that motherfucker right
Hey, that's the
back.
Mick Foley moment again. But yeah, I don't know. That's
But yeah,
all.
Hogan
Y'all
did
got
agree
anything
to.
else before we get up out of here? Z,
Nah, man, I'm still thinking these
you want
greatest
to
three.
invite everybody to the moose hunting season one more time before we get out of here?
Moose Hunt season. Time out, time out. We ain't
Uh-oh.
gonna do my man's
No,
like
no,
that.
no, no.
This is a
You
click.
time out, Jerry.
Have your
It's,
man,
I don't
have
know
your
if
man
you
with the
plus one
subtitles ready. Have your man
You
with the
time out.
subtitles ready.
It's time for the reverse click to talk right now. That's my name. The reverse click is talking real quick. The reverse click talk real quick to someone who just subscribed. You dig? So Wednesday.
I don't smoke, but we vaping on moose packs.
Oh, absolutely.
Wow.
And
Moose
we
hunting.
vaping on HP packs because my man coming through. Yeah, I'm on the other side because I'm a
Archie,
horseman anyway.
I know that you know lunch table loners. Y'all got the nostalgia video game vibe. You ever play Duck Hunt for the NES?
Come on, baby.
It's
Moose
Duck
hunt.
Hunt. So listen to what I've been doing. I've been playing Duck Hunt, but I done taped pictures of mooses all over my TV. So it's Moose Hunt instead of Duck Hunt. You feel me? That's how I'm preparing for this battle. So I hope he ready. Wednesday, I'm gonna be coming off Wednesday Night Wars. The reverse click. We're gonna be talking a promo on Wednesday. And I seen these little promos here and there. We're gonna cut a real promo on Wednesday. We're gonna show them what it is. A real promo.
We like what 3 weeks out, right? So we got
we're 16 days out.
Yeah. No, less than that, I think. I think less than that. And
you know
also tomorrow.
I bet you Vita had his man writing. We're like 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks. 2 weeks, 14, 16 days out.
I have my man writing. Jerry, I hope you writing because Wednesday I'm gonna have the response from my announcer too. Y'all might have to see Jerry rap a little something on the 27th. So it's gonna be a whole show Wednesday. So everybody get ready.
Yeah, get man's ready. Viva la raza and all that shit.
And
I'm about to clock in. It's gonna be crazy. It's a late night edition of Wednesday Night Wars.
I heard Gamaj was looking for some smoke too.
Listen, I want no smoke with Gamaj.
Right doing albums. Where Archie opponent at?
I'm my biggest threat to myself.
Zell, where you at, Zell?
Gamaj gonna have a picture battle. He gonna see your Sasha Banks and raise you a Charlotte Flair. You know what I'm saying?
You heard Archie say he's his biggest threat. He gonna have to battle himself. He gonna show up in one thing. He gonna change real quick, come back in a different uniform.
No, time out. I'm about to make a fucking phone call. I got a guy.
Hey.
Bro, you worried about guys? First of all, pause. You said I'm about to make a fucking phone call. I got a guy. A fucking yo. That's first of all. That's pause of the night. Second of all, You talking about a guy that writes your bars?
Absolutely the fuck not. Absolutely the fuck not. Yo, absolutely the fuck. We do
that's
not
what it was
disrespect.
sounding like, Jerry. That's what it was sounding like, Jerry. You know they
Your
talk
man,
about
yo, get Tito Santana and the fucking Power Glory, whatever other thing. Your man, you know what I'm saying? Bring your man to the ring, bro. Go ahead and bring
Tito
your man.
Santana.
In
Is
about 2 weeks,
crazy.
on a Wednesday, is going down. We got the Wednesday night war rap battle. It's happening. So, hey, just tune in, man. Just tune
Make
in.
sure y'all subscribe. And I believe Jerry and Archie got a new draft going on. Make sure y'all get the membership because it's only going to get more lit. For me, follow me at Z the Dropout. I got a Lego channel, Brick Vibes Official. You can see all that good stuff. And make sure you're following here at the pod. We got a lot of cool stuff on the way. What y'all got coming up?
And check out the Instagram. We got the clips dropping every day. Some real good content on there. We just dropped a clip with good old JR. He talking about some things. Wasn't Earl Hebner. Who was the ref?
Mike Chioda.
Like
Mike
Kyoto.
Chioda, legendary Mike Chioda. Z did an interview with Mike Chioda. We got all that on the page. But if you like it quick, sometimes you like a quickie. Check out all the clips on the Instagram, but definitely subscribe to the YouTube and check out everything we got going on the channel. But yeah, man, I ain't got nothing going on, but I'm looking forward for this Wednesday night war thing. We're gonna get more to it this Wednesday, but we got the battles on the way. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited. And yeah, man, we appreciate everybody tuning in to the Attitude Era. Tito Santana is crazy, Mike. I don't.
Remember the words. Remember that. Remember the Tito Santana.
HP Gamage, y'all got anything before we get up out of here?
Nah, man, tap in Attitude
No,
Era.
nothing
You
for
see us
me, man.
All Praise the Universe, tapping over there. We'll be covering movies and entertainment. We're coming on the show, covering
You
on the
saw
show
the new
from.
Fantastic Four?
I did.
Give me a number rating. Just give me a number.
8.
7.5, 8.
Oh,
Seven
that's
and a half, 8.
high. I've
Hmm.
heard
Yeah.
too many good things about it, so I'm gonna have to check it out.
I could go into it. I chose not to, but might be.
You saw
a
it,
block.
Z?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I give
You
it like
see
an
what was
8. 8. I think
It is good.
Fantastic Four and Superman were like the same amount of good.
Pretty close.
Oh, okay.
They're
Okay,
pretty close.
I didn't
It's
see.
just, I'll say this: if you go into Superman, don't take your Superman mythology with you. Just go in there going, okay, I'm going to watch a movie. It's about Superman. Blank your mind. I don't know nothing about him. Let's see what we see.
Yeah, that's what I've been telling people. Like,
Superman
if
a
you go in
crackhead.
thinking it's like Man of Steel or Christopher Reeve,
Yeah.
you're not gonna enjoy it.
It'll scar the movie a little bit for you. It's not that the movie
Yeah.
doesn't have faults, but it'll make it worse versus you can enjoy the movie for what it is and what's coming in the way that James Gunn has his vision going forward with the
Yeah,
whole
I agree with
the
that.
power.
Before we get up out of here, fuck Superman. Is Marvel or nothing. Superman a crackhead. His weakness a rock. He gets smoked the whole fucking movie. Fantastic Four. Go see that one. Don't see Superman. Marvel or die. Attitude Era podcast.
We see y'all Wednesday for the Wednesday night war tap in. Appreciate you. Hope this week is good to you, good for you. We out. Wednesday night wars, 8:30. Don't miss it.